A mystery is something that is beyond understanding and cannot be explained. We have ancient texts that many consider to be documented history. And you see, the controversy comes from the fact that many of these artifacts tell of the origins of mankind. Now, who are they to tell us how life began? We have science and technology that proves otherwise. Does it? Does it really? Is science used to prove things true or untrue? Or is science used to figure out how things work, or both? Once you figure something out yourself, you no longer need proof from someone else. You've proven it to yourself. Proof is something you present to someone to get them to believe in an idea. But you don't always necessarily need proof to believe in certain things, now do you? You see, maybe it does not matter if you believe in these ancient writings such as the Bible or Book of Enoch or not. These dark elitists, they do. Oh, you better believe they do. They believe in the Bible more than you think. However, their attitude towards it is a rebellious one. And these stories have molded the very civilization you live in today. Our cultures, values, traditions, holidays, laws stem from ancient writings, ancient practices, ancient societies. We are the children of those past generations. We carry their DNA, we carry their legacies, we carry their problems, and we carry with us their stories, the legends, the myths. So we are going to take a look into an ancient document that comes straight out of the writings of the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Book of Giants. Because I want to talk about some things, and this will help set the stage for the discussion of something that is unfolding, a revelation. Within the 2,000-year-old 900-plus manuscripts discovered in the Qumran caves of Israel, known as the Dead Sea Scrolls, is the vastly fragmented Book of Giants. Now, how many of you have looked at the Book of Giants? There is not a whole lot there, and it is very fragmented, isn't it? But you can get a better understanding of the book once you go through the Book of Enoch and zoom in on the Book of Watchers. Here's the story. The 200 fallen angels that took the daughters of men as wives begat giants. This was the defilement of mankind. But not only did they defile man, they defiled the animals of the earth. They experimented on them, creating crossbreeds between the animal species and between humans and animals. But they did not stop there, no. These fallen angels used their seed to create animal-angel hybrids. 200 donkeys, 200 asses, 200 rams of the flock, 200 goats, 200 beasts of the field, from every animal, from every bird, from miscegenation. They defiled, they begot giants and monsters, they begot, and behold, all the earth was corrupted. With its blood and by the hand of giants, which did not suffice for them, and they were seeking to devour many. The monsters attacked it. Now you mix angels with humans, you get giants. You mix angels with animals, you get monsters. Giant monsters. Intelligent monsters that probably had the ability to communicate with their fathers psychically. Is this getting weird enough for you folks? For those of you who believe the stories of the Bible, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Book of Enoch, let me explain something. Many of you may think that dinosaurs were creatures of God. That may be, but let me tell you how this works. God created the animals and man. Their souls and the souls of their offspring are sentient souls. When an angel breeds with a human or animal, their offspring are abominations. They are not sentient souls. This is why not every animal or every human was placed into the ark to survive the great flood. And this is probably why you still see tortoises, frogs, crocodiles that lived during the time of the dinosaurs, but you don't see dinosaurs still running around, do you? So somehow an extinction level event is able to pick and choose which beings die and which do not. Those animals should have died out right along with the dinosaurs, being that something like a frog is more sensitive to sudden environmental changes, but they did not, along with many other animals. Now the Book of Giants goes on to show how Mawe, the giant son of the angel Barakel, positioned the Father of the heavens through Enoch, begging God to have mercy on them. Because you have to remember, these giants were not asked to be born, and they were given a chance. God gave them a chance to repent, but their existence was not authorized, and their souls were corrupt. Unwarranted spirits that have a tendency towards aggression and violence. The same type of spirit you get when they clone an animal. Now you have an animal that looks like the others, but their spirit is not like the others. The book goes on to describe how Mawe had a vision. He then told the other giants about this vision, a vision of a tablet being immersed in water, and when it emerges, all the writing is washed away except for 3 names, symbolizing the destruction of all but Noah and his family. This scared the crap out of the giants, and so Mawe requested that Enoch reason with God. But Enoch came back with a message, basically stating that because of what the fallen angels and their sons have done to the earth, requests denied. They were doomed and there was no way out of it. But God did offer to save their souls from being bonded with evil if they repented. And this is pretty much all of what the Book of Giants shows, because the rest of it is conveniently missing. Do you know that one of the greatest mysteries still to this day is the discovery of dinosaur fossils? Don't get it twisted. They are having a very difficult time still trying to figure out what these things are, or were. 2 of the many reasons for this is because, of course, 1, they don't know where they came from, and 2, they don't know what happened to them. I'll tell you, there has been several narratives for this for quite some time, but see, there are those within the scientific community that do not want to look foolish supporting such narratives. So they would rather just figure these things out for themselves, and they keep digging up the evidence, and they keep showing it to you. And you, for your whole life, you don't know what they really are. You think that they are just animals. After all, they are a part of your childhood. Monsters. Kids love dinosaurs, don't they? But why are these things so appealing to them? So science has sold us its narrative about what these things were, and we bought it. So now every time they find one of these things, it's no big deal. Ah, they just found the remains of another giant monster. Let's see what else is in the news, right? This is a big deal, folks. It is. Because what they have been telling us about these creatures is not the truth. You see, it is the dating of these fossils that is screwing everybody up. Ignore that crap. They do not know. They don't even know the true age of the rock layers they excavate them from. But here's what's interesting. They keep finding these giant humanoid skeletons, right? Many people think that they are a hoax, but we are not talking about just a handful of discoveries here, no. We are talking about hundreds all over the world. Now, why are they a hoax, but dinosaurs are not? Why are they not on the same level of possibility? Let me tell you something, folks. Right now, the ice covering Antarctica is melting. You've heard of this? Partly because of what's happening outside the Earth and because of what's happening inside the Earth. It's heating up. Volcanism is increasing. And the ice is melting from the inside out. This is why they are finding enormous holes forming in the ice pack. Now, This is a huge problem, not because of the effects this will have on the planet, but because of what will be revealed once the ice melts. You see, something was flash frozen underneath the ice, and now that it is thawing out, they are concerned, and they have to figure something out quickly. This is why they had to have certain people go there and take a look, political leaders with experience in these matters. And once they did, those people were never the same again. And they know, once the rest of the world finds out, it will change the world. An explanation for the reality of this will be given, and when it is, it will change many people's beliefs, and people are going to start to question once again where we came from. Those pyramids are going to be connecting dots for many. And they are going to piece things together between the sun, the moon, the earth, Antarctica, and Mars. And it is going to make sense out of the public narrative that is given. They are already going to hit you off with a new astronomical discovery in space, one they claim no one has ever seen before. And Hollywood has already started to seed these ideas into your subconscious mind, so that when certain things are revealed to you, which they will, you already have a preconceived idea of what they are. Because in Antarctica, they haven't been able to cover up what's going on down there very well. And they know they will not be able to cover up everything that will be exposed. Some things they will, but not everything. And yes, I'm talking about a flash-frozen civilization, far better preserved than any of the ruins we have discovered thus far. A civilization that is going to be promoted as the true land of Genesis. And everyone is going to question the true history of Africa and the Middle East. The possible remains of giants and dinosaurs beneath the ice are going to puzzle many. And we may discover the true purpose for all these pyramids and what may be trapped inside them. Because one of the functions of a pyramid is a tool for preservation. How this all turns out, folks, is going to depend upon your level of discernment, your ability to judge right from wrong, your ability to separate fact from fiction. Because the stress from catastrophic events is going to pull many people in toward the dark side. But hopefully, within that revelation, and hopefully, unlike the giants, we won't have to beg God to save us at the last minute. Hopefully, there will be those who still hold on to the light.